Okay, so I was trying to figure out what we're gonna talk about, and this is so fucking funny. So today we are giving it up to Kanye West, who has clearly come with a graphics media team to take over the internet. Now, some of this shit is so fucking funny. So, I mean, the other day when he posted this, I felt like I had to say something then. Uh, it was hilarious. Okay, so no, it isn't this. He posted something the other day. Oh, he deleted it already. Darn. Mm, where is it? So let me find it because I want to actually read it out. I'm sure somebody has it on Google. So it's a Kanye West Instagram post about Instagram post to, I think it was like 9/22. Oh, that's okay. Uh, Darn, I think he just took it off. Um, Damn, it was so good. So, whatever, he took the post down on Instagram, but it was like either yesterday or like a day ago. But the post was basically him. Someone posted something on Twitter, and he was like, oh, this is hilarious. So he's got like a Marvel. It's like Kanye West with Marvel. Wait, and on one side, okay, I'm at the screen capture this. This is so good. It's a civil war. So on one side it's Kanye West, Drake, uh, I guess his new girlfriend, Travis Scott, and Future. On the other side, it's Pete Davidson, Kim Kardashian, Kid Cudi, Billie Eilish, and Taylor Swift. Um, I'm sorry, but if I had to take a side, I'm taking the Pete Davidson side because Kim has been coming with the high fashion looks all year, and I'm all about high fashion, so Kim gets my vote. And Taylor Swift put out Evermore last year, so I'm sorry, but T Swizzle gets my vote. And then Billie Eilish put out Happier Than Ever. I'm sorry, but I'm on this side. Also, fucking Willow Smith is on tour with Billie Eilish. Like, I am on the Pete Davidson side for sure. Also, like, there's no Travis Scott song that I know. I do feel like Donda was probably a good album, but to be honest, the best album I've ever heard from Kanye West was Graduation. So that was such a long time ago. There's nothing that he's put out since then that's been even close to, like, Graduation was the best. We're not, nobody can fuck with Graduation. Okay, anyway, so that was so, but just the way that he put Taylor Swift's little head in the back, she's poking out like this. She's like, I'm sorry, it's so funny. This is like straight up comedy. Then he posts another one. It says, "Who will win?" It's Drake in the front. It's Drake in the front. And then it's Pete Davidson and Kid Cudi at the table. And like a Marvel movie. This is so good. No, but I really did want to make a point about something else that he said a couple days ago. So somebody else posted, they posted like a comment which was like, oh, ever since he's off of the, okay, he said, ever since Kanye West is off of the drugs, now the mental drugs, now he can finally put out music. So Donda 2 is going to be fired. gonna be fire, excuse me. So he made a reply to that, and he's basically like, y'all need to stop like criticizing mental health and putting it as a stigma and making it so scary to talk about, because honestly, like, I'm way more than just my mental health. um now, I think that's an important topic to understand. And I just kind of want to go back to that for a second, because I do feel like a lot of people believe that there's something like mentally healthy and then mentally unhealthy people, and that you're either one or another. Like, they think of it as like black or white, not as like the rainbow. I've talked about this so many times, but I will post it again here. There's something known as the feelings wheel. So the feelings wheel is a literal wheel. Like, on any sort of like mental health site, they will put images and pictures and shit of the feelings wheel. It's very popular. Like, this is the calm. Oh shit, you can't really see it, but the feelings wheel is a thing. Maybe I'll just insert it if I edit this video later. But the feelings wheel, the big idea is that there's hella feelings. Like, on the feelings wheel, the feelings in blue are like feelings of anger. So it's like being let down, humiliated, bitter, mad, aggressive, frustrated, distant, critical. In purple, you've got disgusted. In red, you've got sad. In orange, it's happy. Yellow is surprised. Green is bad. And this like turquoise color is called fearful. But there's all these feelings in between. So it's not just like one or the other, right? Now, people always talk about mental health. Like, some people are super used to mental health being like extreme depressives, because like in their own lives, they're only accustomed to someone struggling with mental health being depressed. So every human being has a part of their humanity where mental health is a part of their life. Like, if you are alive, mental health is a part of your life. Don't get me wrong, because I'm not saying that every person who is alive goes to like a mental institution or is institutionalized. I'm not saying that. I'm also not saying that every person who is alive takes psychiatric medication or drugs to deal with their mental health. I am also not saying that every person who is alive is seeking therapy or getting some sort of assistance with their mental health. But in the same way that there are people who are alive right now who do not have primary care physicians to take care of their physical health, these people are still alive. They're still out every day in society, but they don't have anyone taking care of their physical health. There's people who are alive right now who like go out every day and there's no one taking care of their mental health. Do you get the point? Like, you can survive a whole life and just never have anyone take care of your mental health. In the same way that you can live a whole life and have no primary care physician and never go to the hospital and still kind of like be taking care of your physical health. Like, this is why there's a lot of people who are on a push to say like everyone therapy, universal therapy, like everyone should have therapy, because whatever is happening in your life, it's probably useful to have an unbiased approach and kind of like an open ear, someone who's like really trained in order to deal with like the human experience or human psychology, to give you like really practical advice and kind of like a listening ear, more like a healthy feedback response to what you're saying and how you're processing it and how you're going through it. And I think a lot of the people who are coming at Kanye West, and I've been saying this for a very long time, and I think he's actually talked about this more recently in interviews, where he's been like, yeah, like y'all can't understand where I'm coming from. Like, you've never been in this world with like the Kardashians and Kim and that level of fame and his level of fame on his own. And then where he's from in Chicago, and then understanding all the violence in that, and then having all of this international academic experience. Like, he grew up attending schools in China because his mom was like a literal PhD professor teaching abroad, and like that was his experience growing up. Most people basically nobody can relate to Kanye West's personal lived experience. Like, he is literally in this playing field all his own. None of us can really relate. And I mean, you can listen to his albums and then you can kind of like hear his perspective first person, but that's still not the same as living it. You can listen to every Kanye West album, but you're still not Kanye West. So like, you don't understand what he's going through, and you're not his therapist either. So like you have no you don't really hold any weight. Really nobody does, especially all these stupid blogs to be like, he's mentally unhealthy, he's this, he's that. I do appreciate a lot Candace Owens and the way that she responds to him, because she's very critical of like, she's one of the few people who I've seen in politics and media who criticizes Kanye West in a way where she's talking about what he's saying and what he's doing. Like she gave a critique about him and his about how he's trying to parent his daughter, and now he doesn't want his daughter on social media, which makes sense because his daughter's like a 7-year-old, and she's like, Kim is like a social media expert. Her daughter, just I know from lived experience, being in a public eye like that for everyone in the world to like critique and sort of follow in ways, it just kind of sets you up for failure. It's going to stunt her growth in a lot of ways. I know Kim is like, but she's trying to be like everyone else, and that's cute, but she's not like everyone else. So she shouldn't act like everyone else. And I think that if Kim really wants her to have a healthy childhood, she should really try to let her grow and develop. Don't get me wrong, because I think maybe if she's in like college or something, but even then, I mean, look at the Obama girls. You know, it's been really hard for them. Every single thing they do in college, it's like super critiqued. Every single thing, like every time they use a drug, go to a party, anything, the kids are just like completely like, you know, just, you know, doing all this shit to them all the time. And it's just kind of like, wow, that's shitty. That's shitty. Like it shouldn't be that you're like, you know, trying to grow and trying to develop, and there's just all of these people who are trying to tear you down. And that's what the internet is good for. So I hope that, you know, I hope they find some happy medium to get the 7-year-old off the internet, because that's not a safe space to be. But yeah, anyway, I thought that Marvel comment in Terry was just so funny. I had to come on and talk about it. Like, that is hilarious. Like, I really hope that like Taylor Swift makes a music video or something out of it. They should literally make a fucking music video just talking about that, because that is so funny. Oh my god, that's hilarious. So maybe I realize that some people actually don't even know the context to this. So Kanye West has beef with Taylor Swift because like I guess people really haven't seen this. So this is back when Taylor Swift like first came out, and so Kanye West, Taylor Swift award snatch. This is like a couple years ago when Kanye West first came out. He was like super controversial, but basically so this is like the 2009 VMAs. Kanye like snatches the award away from Taylor Swift, and he was like, "You don't deserve this. It belongs to Beyonce." Well, this is not even a real video of it happening. I think. Oh, there we go.
I sing country music, so thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
See, everybody, this is her first award ever. I'm sorry. So this was like a really big deal in pop culture because Taylor Swift, she was so sad, dude. She was crying real tears. She was like, I couldn't believe it. It was my first award ever. He snatched it. He took the mic. It was my big day. The whole thing was just hilarious because nobody saw it coming. Like, that wasn't planned. There was no script. Like, bro, Kanye has been out here doing shit. Like, I don't know if y'all remember this either. He literally got Kanye West was on MTV, and he was, when George Bush was president, this was after Hurricane Katrina, he was like, George Bush doesn't care about black people. I don't know if y'all remember that, but he legitimately did this. Yeah, this is super funny. It was so funny. Wait.
The city has changed dramatically, tragically, and perhaps irreversibly. There's now over 25 feet of water where there was once city streets and thriving neighborhoods. I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family, it says they're looting. You see a white family, it says they're looking for food. And you know it's been 5 days because most of the people are black. And even for me to complain about, I would be a hypocrite because I've tried to turn away from the TV because it's too hard to watch. I've even been shopping before even giving a donation. So now I'm calling my business manager right now to see what is the biggest amount I can give, and just to imagine if I was down there, and those are my people down there. So anybody out there that wants to do anything that we can help with the setup, the way America is set up to help the poor, the black people, the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, this is Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us. And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all. George Bush doesn't care about black people. Please.
Yes, so Kanye West has always been the superhero that Black America's needed, and here he comes once again with Donda in a Marvel movie. So I'm just here to report, if this shit doesn't make it to the New York Times, I'm gonna write the article myself and send it to Jen. This is incredible.